team.
But they can hear you now.
Yeah, now we can hear. Telling a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
But I can't see Trevor.
Doc Weaver. Yeah, because you're a few seconds behind.
Let me get to my.
There's the good doctor.
The good doctor.
The good doctor. Good doctor. Oh shit! How about I bring the mic closer to my face hole? Hello. Yeah, did NBC have a show, The Good Doctor?
I didn't see that. They had.
I don't watch like legacy media anymore.
They had Grey's Anatomy.
That's ABC.
Oh, same thing. They all owned by the same person.
I'm sorry, I had to quit watching that show when she started begging Dr. McSteamy or whatever.
I didn't watch Grey's Anatomy. I watched Scandal. I like Olivia's Popes.
I like medical shows.
Because she's scandalous.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, you need to mute that.
Yeah, no one wants to hear you, Mickey.
El Jefe.
El Presidente.
El Jefe, because I said he gonna call me scandalous, and I called him El Jefe.
El Heifer. I heard that yesterday. I'm sitting there going, does she know Spanish? Or?
Yeah, I know Spanish.
She's calling him
You know what I'm saying, so I'm calling him a heifer.
Calling him a baby cow.
A baby cow.
That's cool.
Man, you're going to pull the Southern out of me if you keep talking about heifers.
Heifers? Okay, well, no. We don't want to
wait, I'll tell you what.
You leave that Southern. You put that Southern right back where you got it from.
Look.
We in Flint now.
We're in Flint. There's plenty of fucking rednecks up here, too. My wife's one of them.
Mommy, your wife a redneck. She gonna get you one day.
She loves when I call her a redneck.
No, she don't. No, she don't. She told me. She was like, the next time you call me a redneck, I'm gonna run his ass over with that car. I was like, well, let me know.
She almost ran over my neighbor's car yesterday. Parked right. She had the conversation. Hey, please don't park here. This is, how I pull up into my driveway. Right. Letty goes, okay. No problem. Park there. I saw my wife pull up, nose first toward this car and start revving the engine. I had to run outside. No, honey, no. I can't afford the insurance. Don't do it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's how I keep getting put out the courtroom. Hey, because I put this phone on silent.
Mm-hmm.
And it still be talking.
Well, silent just means that you're not going to get any like text message notification. Sounds like that. But your actual speakers or media is still going to play. You have to turn it down too. There's the both of them.
That's too much. Usually it was just one and done.
Well, that's because you got an iPhone.
One and done.
iPhones aren't intuitive.
You got.
I got a dumb Android. It's great for me.
That's what I'm working with. Android. Baby.
That's what you and Mickey need. Androids.
Yeah. I mean, take a look at it. I'm not the smartest man in the world. Someone took the liberty of explaining that to me the other day.
I got a question for y'all. What's y'all rant
about? Oh, man. So we got a bit about the schools. We got a bit about a councilwoman. And then Flint makes Daily Wire news.
I got 2 more. I just got 3 emails. Did you check yours, Wyntis?
No, I ain't checked my email.
Yeah, I need it. I need in on this email group.
We don't know who the people are.
I don't know who they is. They just pick and choose, but I'm finna send them to y'all.
And then let's see.
Did I just send me? I sent Mickey the show.
Then there's the God, what's it? Oh, real quick, you know that group that we went over the financials and the taxes for? That's buying that plot of land, making those condos.
Oh yeah.
So they said this house is affordable for anyone making $55,000 a year. Yeah. You know what percentile of Flint is making $55,000 a year? The top 75th percentile.
I was getting ready to say it ain't that many.
That's going for the folks that already have a fucking home.
It ain't that many.
I mean, let's face it. But well, we'll let things settle in. Yeah, I went to Speedway. Obviously, got myself my drinks. Got Mickey's popcorns.
Thank you for my Timmy's.
Oh yeah, I got my Timmy's.
And man Trevor sending me little messages. He bought me a little piece of pound cake, and he bought me a milk chocolate bar.
Look, we're gonna be honest. Those are her bribes for being on time.
And I was on time today, y'all.
She was on time, so she got all 3 treats.
All 3 treats.
But I walk in, I'm wearing my God-given right shirt.
Yeah.
And this older guy, I step up behind him, get in line. He's like, "Oh, excuse me, I'm just getting coffee." He turns around, sees my shirt, takes a step back, then leans in. Are you armed? The hell you asking me that shit for?
Yeah, like you gonna tell him, yeah, I'm armed.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean to shoot.
Jesus Christ.
We probably was scared because
Well, I was wearing my steampunk glasses. I'm wearing all black.
Was you at 10-11?
Huh?
Was you over there at 10-11 with that shirt on?
What's 10-11?
That's the name of the store across the street.
No, hell no.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I was over on yonder, Speedway and Timmy's.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why they would.
Man, if I went in there with this shirt, I don't think anyone would give a goddamn either.
No, they'd be like, "You armed? What you got?"
Yeah, we'd be.
This is what I got.
Be pulling out, comparing. Hey, man, that's nice.
They'd be like, "This is what I got."
Damn, dude, how much you get for that?
Trevor.
Wyntis.
Thank you. Like, it feels good to be back.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you for taking over my show last Thursday. I appreciate it.
I hope I did you proud.
Yes, you did me proud. You got a lot of views that did me proud.
Well, I mean, views is one thing, but was the content.
I was just about to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you had good content. You did me proud. You kept my same followers. You did me proud. I didn't lose anybody.
Yeah.
So you did.
Well, I like your folks.
Well,
I like my folks. I like the folks that hang out here at noon with us on the Fridays. Yeah.
And then
I love my hall monitors though because they're a lot less excitable that time of night. Everyone's just had dinner. Everyone's chilled out, just wanting to get just a quick little peace of mind. So you get to give it out. However, our ranters, it's noon. Everyone's hyped up on coffee.
And it's Friday.
It's Friday. It's time to bring a little bit of anger.
Just a little anger.
Just
Let it out. So and then
therapy hour.
And then I missed you last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I missed you last.
We were
Friday.
taking care of your spiritual health, so it's all good.
Yes, I was taking care. I was on a spiritual journey. Got a little bumpy the first to last week. It was a little bumpy last week when the council person who shall name nameless that looks like a ranger that hangs with Yogi and Boo Boo.
See, whenever you see Ranger, I instantly go back to the Army. I'm like, these are the dumb mother bears. Army Rangers, mind you.
Ranger.
That chew on glass beer bottles.
Ranger danger.
This is a good Budweiser. Yes. While all the infantrymen are sitting there like, dude, you are fucking stupid. I've seen these guys charge machine gun emplacements.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're like, it's World War II. We're like, no. My lieutenant calls them back, talks to their captain. And he's like, watch how this is done. French. Call in artillery. Take it out. No problem. No one else has to get shot. It is a great day.
Are we wearing glasses today?
I like my steampunks. And
I like my Philip Lovings.
Oh, God. Those are gorgeous.
These are the new Philip Lovings. I don't even think they have hit shelves yet. But he was a guest on Black Money Matters. So shout out to Philip Loving.
Yeah. Black Money Matters gets all the great guests.
I know, don't they?
Right?
That's because they got, everybody want to sit down with the mirror. Hell, I do too.
Oh, yeah.
I was glad to have her on last night.
One of these days, we got to get her on here and get her amped up and excited. Well, let's get her ranting.
Leave her where she at. We don't want her ranting in public. Because she's not a ranter. Dr. Weaver.
Yeah, she's more logical.
Yeah, she don't do all of that hollering and stuff. She just walks away silently. And just leaves it alone.
She hits it like she's your mother. I'm disappointed in you.
Yep.
And then doesn't want to look at you. And you're like, shit.
Yeah, and that's the same thing Adrian said. Adrian said, like, when they was little and get in trouble, she'd hit them with, like, you disappointed me. And she'd be sitting there like, damn, like, I'd rather get the whooping.
Yeah. When my dad did that to me, I knew I fucked
What's up,
up.
Ashley? Club Rich tonight at 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely love that show.
So, but
yeah.
So
we got some
Ranger
news.
Danger. Ranger Danger. Thank you for the Ranger Danger stick up last week. You did, but we'll wait and we'll go in.
Yeah, she's down the list. We got mostly the schools.
Let's talk about some school stuff.
Because let's face it, right? Flint's been screwed over left and right. All we got left is our kids, And we have a damned well-funded school system here. Like, our community schools are actually well-funded here. No joke, no lie, no satire on the back end.
Yeah, whatever.
No, I mean, in actual terms of dollar amounts coming into the school system, it's quite a bit.
Yeah, but I don't think it's enough to build a new school and maintain the new school.
Had the money not been squandered by previous boards, you could.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's orders of magnitude larger than the city of Flint.
Okay. You know, this is how we do. This is
right.
we bounce back.
So, and I got really excited when Mr. Clack.
She said she heard us. Sorry, Mayor, but we telling the truth. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Clack came on last night with Doc Weaver.
Yeah,
and
he did.
I was so excited.
Show.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. Then I get that notification from you. I'm like,
yeah, I sent you everything.
Shit.
Right.
I'm like, oh, this is good. So I was in the middle of a tournament match. I told my opponent, hey, I'm going to be an hour. I stopped a tournament match to watch us.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was good.
And then he says, he comes out with it. He finally says, who's investigating? Michigan State Police. Yes. All right, number one, instead of wasting even more dollars on something that we already think is corrupt, is wrong. We've said it time and again here, how everything was done, back room, closed sessions that you can't take notes in. It was partially voted on which one to go with to vote on the board or at the community meeting in the closed session. You're not allowed to make any votes in closed sessions. That's dumb. That is illegal as hell. That violates the Open Meetings Act. Well, they're dumb. And then they admitted to it.
They're dumber than dumb.
Okay.
Can I take a 15-minute recess real quick?
Court is adjourned. Recess for 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
No, just 15 seconds.
But you said 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was. Oh, Trevor, I got something for you.
Uh-oh.
I got something for you. I got something.
All right. Well, turn on your mic if you got something for me.
Hold on, let me turn the mic on. I got something for you. I don't want to know if I'm overstepping y'all boundaries, but I got to get this.
I don't have boundaries.
No, I mean, the way you got it set up for the day, but I do got something for you.
I went really loose and wild with it today.
Okay, I got something for you. Do you have this in your notes? What about, I don't know, was it the female? What about the person who was the timekeeper of the minutes and lost them? You got that in your notes?
Partially.
Okay, well, I just wanted to know.
Yes, she is the timekeeper. She is the minutes keeper. She's also the one that received the payout. But those minutes came out missing. Weird. Almost like obfuscation. Almost like hiding evidence. Oh, God, there's a lot of almost likes there. I wish Flint schools get better because I can't send my son there unless they get better with kids like mine.
You about to kill me.
Yeah, I'm about to put your ass out.
Look, let me tell you.
Let me tell you something.
I'm going through something called Men on Pause.
Well,
it's hotter than two fat bitches in the twin bed.
Well, let me tell you something about your man on pause. You're going to take your good man on. You better pause it.
Whew. All right, I'm better. I'm back. All the women out there feel me. Let me get them likes. Let me get them likes, women. Y'all feel me. Y'all know I had to go get that fan. Trevor cracking up. You say something, your wife gonna cuss you out, so don't laugh.
I'm gonna put this up here for the fan. Then, since everybody is the fan, this is what it is.
I'm gonna have to step outside my normal parameters here for a second.
Okay,
Say every problem.
What did you put up there?
Don't you worry about it. This
every
is the
problem a woman has. Starts with man.
This would help us get some central air over here.
Central air.
Menopause, menstruation. It's always men.
There go my sister. Yes, there go the women, y'all. Feel me with that menopause? Got my look. Had to go get my fan, y'all. The men all pause. Look, Nicole said, you know about that hot girl summer? Yes. You know, baby.
That's what happened. Menopause kicking in. You hot summered it out.
I didn't hot summer. My summer didn't got two. Okay, go ahead, Trevor. I'm sorry. That was a little 15-minute recess.
All right. Court's back in session.
Court's back in session.
Court of public opinion. Yep. All right. So we saved about $15,000 to $20,000 on having the MSP straight off the bat do the investigation instead of the. I can't remember the type of attorney. Jesus, Somehow I'm not a lawyer. Who knew? Who knew? But having basically a subcontracted lawyer to come in because, Attorney Lee can't investigate.
Oh, they had this. So the school board had a subcontracted lawyer.
They would have had, except Michael Clack said, "Let's just save money and go straight to the cops and have them investigate."
Woo! Okay,
So Michigan State Police are investigating. Yep. Michigan State Police are thorough.
Okay, are they?
Yeah.
Are those the same ones that turned in that report of the Mitchell boys fired to David Layton a month ago and we haven't heard anything yet? Those thorough guys?
Don't know about that one.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I just know when it comes to Flint cops, there's an order of ones I would prefer to be pulled over by. Flint cops, sheriffs, MSP are the last.
Absolutely, cherry bombers. I love y'all. In case y'all watching, I gotta get the hell out of Flint.
I'm just saying, like, if I even twitch wrong, all right, he's on something. We are going to investigate. We're gonna search his car. There's nothing to find, but damn, that's just time out of my day.
Yeah,
right?
That's what you say.
MSP
I'd be more worried about getting killed.
Oh, it depends if I show him my license or not.
Yeah, you got
my
choices. I don't.
Yeah, I got that military ID. It gets me out of a lot of shit.
They be like, I'm not getting. Can you get your ID? I'd be like, no, sir. It's in my purse. You gotta get it out of your Louis Vuitton right there.
You would let someone touch a Louis?
The police ain't about to get shot here and get blood on my Louis Vuitton. Damn.
All right, that makes sense.
Okay.
You're trying to protect your Louis. Got it.
Right.
Shit, I've known women that would throw blows over a Louis before.
Really? Okay, all right. Okay, we got off the subject because my coffee is too good this morning.
So he saved us about $15,000. And then it also streamlines the process. So if there is something wrong, which I believe there is something wrong, something illegal happened.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, that is all that's screaming. I'm sorry, 10 times the payout to the woman who is leaving, who is supposed to keep the minutes, who lost the minutes of that. There was no record of it. People are trying to tell me this isn't corrupt, that this is above board.
Straight bullshit.
Oh yeah. I mean, straight out the cow.
Yeah. So do you think that? So what do you think is going to be? What's the end game? You think that the So it's he.
I'm willing to bet. Wait, what?
He sent him over. This investigation is on Laura McIntyre and Joyce McNeil, as he stated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you think they're going to what do you think is going
to
happen?
Not just those two. It also goes into the payee and majority of the former board. Everyone's getting looked at in this, and if there was any sort of kickback,
nothing is going to happen. That's my prediction.
I believe something will, because it isn't Flint Station MSP. He reported it to them. However, for impartiality, they're having another MSP district to look at it.
I really hope that it works out, but me and you both know politics.
I know politics. However, I also know that a school board and its politics don't go too far outside the city.
Yeah, but you look at the people that are connected. So Joyce McNeil, then you got Laura McIntyre. I know nothing about her other than just being on the school board, and then you got the payee.
I think she's a Mott employee now.
No, Community Foundation.
Yeah, that one.
One
of the four. They're all the same.
I figure like we gotta see who the players are connected to,
mm-hmm.
and then follow the trail to see if what's gonna happen.
So we're talking politics here.
Right.
What happens in politics when a politician is accused of a crime or is being investigated of a crime?
They usually go to the witnesses and pay them off.
All their political allies take a step back,
depending on what that said person has on them.
Sure enough, but if you're looking at 10 years for complacency,
step back.
I'm gone.
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with this. Yep. And even then, I can say I'm multi-billion-dollar something out another. I can take the hit, pay the lawyer, fight this in court.
Right.
And make this go away. They can't.
Right.
And
can
then
I have a 2-second pause, one quick,
another women of pause?
No, not a woman of pause. Just shout out to ATN News Media Group. Shout out to you, Trevor. Shout out to the best producer in the world, Mickey Jordan. Because what I've been seeing a lot, and what I'm noticing, like people like you that I didn't know before, and other people, since we've been doing this, especially like your show, we reach people that we weren't able to reach before. They are waking up to what's going on in politics, and that is our mission. That is the reason why we are here,
bringing attention to a lot of this.
Yeah.
Thank you. You've been doing this for quite a while. And
point of information.
Wait.
All talking must cease.
Y'all missing what's going on the YouTube channel. Whoever tennis gal 313 is.
On the YouTube.
Put it on the chat. I'll put it on the list.
Okay.
All right. Am I in trouble?
Tony said he's late, but why does Trevor have on them John Lennon glasses, baby? Because he's channeling his inner John Lennon. He's drinking an espresso and 2 Red Bulls.
Yes, it is.
Wrong glasses. That's the YouTube channel. U.S. Justice Department. An employee
tennis
does
gal
not use his public office for his own private gain. Misuse. Hold on, this.
Misuse of position and government resources. I don't think it's giving us the whole message.
How come I got the closed captioning up here, so it keeps coming up over the comments.
Tony, I'll tell you why. I've got the beginnings of a headache going on. These fluorescent lights kick my ass, and then I'm downing caffeine to try to get rid of it. But I need something to protect my eyes for a minute or two, man.
What'd she say there?
She said, y'all see that the Daily Wire article about me using the city.
Yep. That's actually that comes in on the tail end of the show, but yep. Especially Daily Wire of all damn places. No one expects a Ben Shapiro linked network to even look at Flint.
Yeah, but
I don't even like Ben Shapiro. Decent little dude, but he's annoying as shit.
So when we talk about what are we talking about now? We're still on the schools.
We're still on the schools, right? So we got a couple
FTK.
Yes. That's literally what they said. All right.
That's literally what I'm
but
saying.
this also slaps down a precedent. Michael Clack has said this is no longer your community grab bag. I will find it. I will have you investigated. And if we find that you have reached in and helped yourself or paid off a buddy, your ass is grass. And speaking with the man, he says, I don't care if people agree with me. He says, I want everyone to bring their ideas, and our first and only priority should be these kids. That's all he fucking cares about. I can't blame the man on that. Can you?
No, and I like Michael Clack. Like I said, my husband and Mike are good friends, and this is what I don't want to happen. I want everybody that's listening, that's paying attention to the political world. You're gonna start seeing this is how the game goes. Since he done went with and turned in Joyce and Laura and the other lady, you're gonna start seeing these little trolls come out of put their wigs back on and come back on Facebook and try to smear his name to try to take his credibility.
Here's the thing. Until he does something that I find grievously an abuse of power, which knowing Mr. Clack will not happen, I've got his back. I may not be the most influential, most powerful. I may not be the most heard.
We got his back.
We got his back.
Boom.
Why? Because he's Mr. Clack. That's why.
Not just because.
Because he's a damn good guy.
Yeah.
He's an honest and straightforward individual.
He wants to do right by the kids.
And he wants to do right by the community.
And I want to see the Flint School District return to what it used to be. But realistically, it won't. We not gonna get another 200,000 people that's gonna move back into the city.
No.
Just being realistic.
Not without significant quality of life changes, without significant employment opportunities.
Right.
I mean, everything has to be significant to get people to want to move back here.
Right, absolutely.
As things are, people are moving away from here to go to Texas, Florida, places where all the industries are moving lately because, lower taxes.
Right.
Who knew? Who knew?
Who knew?
Lower taxes helps brings jobs into your state.
Who knew?
Fucking weird.
Who knew? So
is Arnold Brown still downtown?
Who the hell is Arnold Brown?
Yeah, boss man, you're gonna have to give me some context on that one.
Arnold Brown. Oh yeah, that's the one that Art said allegedly stole the lawnmower or something. Well, they can't fire him right away. That's not how. That's not how Sheldon operates. He gonna bring somebody else in and fire him, so to make to make his hands look clean. That's how that's gonna happen.
Can I get a lawnmower? I want a zero turn.
That's what they said he got, and he was.
I want a zero turn.
And they said he was taking the parts from the old stuff that didn't work to the scrapyard.
Oh,
and collecting the money.
No, I believe the gentleman's still there.
You think he's still there?
I think he is.
Okay.
All right. So we've gone through that.
Okay. Yeah. We're done with the school board.
Ish. One last thing on that. Did you notice? Well, did you watch the school board meeting?
No, hell no.
Man,
they said it went to like midnight or something.
It went to 1:30 in the goddamn morning, arguing over personnel and hiring people. Do you know how big the HR department is in Flint Community Schools?
No.
3 people.
Do you know how big the DPW department is in the city of Flint?
Like 5 to 8 people.
I don't know. We don't have a DPW director, so I can't answer that question for you. Okay, go ahead.
They keep running away. All right. So Laura McIntyre was arguing, we don't need to hire more people. I don't know why we have to be so top heavy. This is so expensive. You've got 3 fucking people. 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, I was in the Army. I can count. But then she turns around and instigates, causes a vote for a forensic audit on Attorney Lee. Do you know how much Attorney Lee charged the school district for 2 years?
Yeah, we heard that yesterday, like 50-something thousand.
50-something thousand.
Yeah,
Wow, True, whatever. The actual administration's law firm cost them that for a month for all the phone calls.
It's fucking weird, crazy. But
this woman, she doesn't play around. She owns her own law firm. She represents other global interests around the world, and she's sitting here donating her time to her community. Oh. Yeah, I've been trying to get her on here for a while. Number one, she's a fellow vet. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Of course I want to talk with her. She's awesome. I've never met her once, but everything I hear about her just makes me go, yeah, she's
I would like
pretty
to
awesome.
sit down with her. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
So
I'm ready to get on to the good shit. Fuck the school board.
Please don't.
What? The school board is just...
We were talking about body counts yesterday. Now.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That
That was poor taste and poor judgment.
I get the joke. We was called body counts, but ain't no.
That man is a slut.
Yeah, you about to get us cut off, censored Mickey.
Look, if we're gonna call females that, then guys, let's just man up and call ourselves sluts too. If you got a body count higher than so much,
that's true.
Equal is equal, right?
That's right. Okay, next, what we about to talk about?
The Ranger.
Ranger danger.
Look, so there's one comment that I have to address from this human. Actually, no, before we even go into that, 810 News Media Group, especially Trevor's Rant, is opinion. I take facts that I find, usually in the public domain, I link them all together, and then I come up with my own opinion based on those. The end result is I give you facts, and then I follow it up with what I believe. Usually, it is, in my opinion, a rational thought. All right? You don't have to take everything I say as gospel truth. Right. Why? Because a lot of the time, I'm trying to connect A to Z with only parts from A to W.
Child, all I know is that I was trying to take off a week. I said, to get my spirit revived, for Passion Week. And I got into a little tiff. A little spat with the Ranger Danger on the book.
On the face space.
On the face space.
I love face space.
And so after that, me and the Ranger go back and forth, and a lot. We go back and forth a lot that day, and then I went to church, praise the Lord. When I got out of church, she was still going. I'm like, well, okay. So I engaged again. Then I went to sleep. And then when I got up, she was still going. I said, well, damn, did I touch a nerve? And then Kevin Tay kicked in, and Art kicked in, and Brian kicked in, and Melissa kicked in because, she ain't posted shit Flint Politics Reboot this week, but last week she was talking her ass off. Now they talking about, slander, and you can get sued. Now this is the post that I made that got her dickies in a crunch. It said, word on the street.
Yep.
Pump station. Now I want you to tell me what slander is about this. Pump station number 5 stopped working. Fact. And basements were flooded in the 2nd ward.
This too is a fact.
Guess who was nowhere to be found? Councilwoman Liddell Lewis. Fact. She was in Maryland. She said it. She's missed 2 council meetings in a row.
Also a fact. Public record.
Liddell Lewis' attendance is just as bad as Eva Worthy. Fact. Liddell didn't return anyone's calls, including the news media, about Pump Station 5. Fact.
That one, anyone's calls, okay. Media, I don't know about other groups. I don't know about Channel 12, Channel 15, Channel 33.
This is where it gets going. No. Y'all got to give us this day. Our daily bread. Let me get this out. She said, including the news media, about Pump Station number 5. And 2nd Ward residents had their basements flooded. Fact. Consumers cut the gas and electrical off for safety. Fact.
I would hope they did.
Councilman Liddell Lewis needs to go back to Maryland, where she has such a high regard for the wrong community. Fact. And that was really a fact because I didn't even know that's where the hell she was at when I posted this. Now, she got on the book face and she said that I was lying. I lied. I slandered her name. She said that no media and no people tried to contact her. Now, if you watch the meeting that she was just at, she said when the people called her, did y'all peep that out? She said when they called her, she directed them who to call. Now, wait. Now, you told me
that no one called you.
Ain't nobody called you.
That's what I was going to ask you.
That's what.
Now, hold on.
I just wanted to make sure
now,
y'all heard that.
Now, let's ask the logical question here. Did her staffer field that call, and was this the same staffer that did Neely's biography about his degree?
Probably so, because they all work for the same people.
I'm just asking. Yeah. Because she says she didn't, but who knows, maybe her office, that staffer. See, here, look, my people on here. The hall monitors and the ranchers are on here. They've seen it. They said, yes, Miss Gloria, she's seen that. Sonia, yes, 2 weeks vacation, spring break, and intercession for the Flint Community Schools. I didn't even know Flint Community Schools had intercession. I don't even know what the hell that is, to be honest with you guys. Look, I went to a school, they said you come, and then you don't come, you don't come. What's intercession?
Intercession, because I think I'm the slowest on here.
Okay.
I think that's where the schools, you hear what I said, cool. I think that's where the schools go full, and they give them breaks, to go through the summer, so they be giving them breaks. I think she might have mixed that up with other ones.
What, the school that her child actually goes to? Because he can't go to Flint Community Schools. Was they out last week for spring break? An intercession?
Last week? I don't. No, my crib midget was in school.
Right, thank you in the comments.
Balance calendar.
The balance calendar, that's what
Okay. So then we get all of these posts about
you're fucking amazing. Thank you
for slandering my name, and then she said this was the big one. This is where Councilman Eric Mays called Wyntis Hall. Councilman Eric Mays called Wyntis Hall. He said, Wyntis, he don't know how to work the book face. But he said he's seen. And he just wanted to make sure that he was reading it right. Where she said her job was to make laws and move money. He said, I can't believe she was that done to write that shit.
Look, you're an elected representative. Key operative word there. Representative, as in you fucking represent people.
Right.
Now, if you think your only job as an elected official, especially into a legislative body, is just to write a damned law or move some money, you're missing a good 2/3 of the job where you're supposed to converse with your constituents and then bring their concerns to the body.
Right. And then let me tell you this. She had number 3 do this big speech for her because she was silent as a church mouse the other day at the meeting. Do this speech and say, it's not her job. What was she supposed to do? Go in the basements and clean up the water? No, but you went in the motherfucking homes and you put up the smoke detectors and you had that all on live. You could have went and checked like Dennis, and we talks about Dennis ass. Yeah. But he got out there on Hogarth. I'm sorry, let me get my minute in. Let me get my rant. He got out there on Hogarth and he went out there to them people's houses in the cold. He opened up the church. He bought them cocoa and all that other bullshit out there for them people to eat that night. Mm-hmm. That's all that the people was asking for. Where are you? What do we do? Not for no damn post. This ain't my job. What y'all expect for me to do? If you want the people to call downtown they damn self and leave a message, what the hell do they need you for? Sue me. What they need you for? So, because everything I stated was facts.
Let me hit a few things here. Number one, we do hit on Dennis quite often. I've said he's high. I've brought up the fact that he's easily manipulated at times.
You can't keep calling people high now. You can't call them high.
I use it in a colloquial term, not meaning he's actually doing drugs, but I mean his judgment might be impaired due to one thing or another.
There you go. Okay.
I didn't think I had to explain that, but with
all the shit they put on Facebook,
with Miss Literal running around, all right. But I've said that at the same time, the man does do some good, right? He's been out there. He's done some shit. He's done some shit that I agree with. He's done a lot that I disagree with. I give him a fair shake. When he's dumb, he's dumb. When he does right, he does right.
I don't know what he did right because he ain't voted for nothing good on the north side, but he voted for Miller Road.
That's already falling the fuck apart. Dude.
Well, they about to get it redone, ain't they?
They did on one of our first shows. They were getting it redone. Oh, God.
Breaking news.
Let's hear it.
International Academy of Flint is on lockdown. Breaking news. International Academy of Flint is on lockdown. Where you get that from? While we on here with the breaking news, did that come from a text or a news break? Okay, International Academy of Flint is on lockdown. We need to go ahead and get that out there for the people,
Not that close.
Remember your spit guard. Academy of Flint is on lockdown. If you know anyone that has their children there, or if you have children that go to the International Academy of Flint, you may want to call and check on your children or family member. Once again, please share this. You heard it on A10 News Media First. International Academy of Flint, located on Saginaw and Oakley Street, is on lockdown. We pray that everyone is in the building is safe. And
let's hope it's just a false alarm.
I hope it's a false alarm.
Yeah. If you do not have family there, please don't call and tie up the lines because people are going to be calling about their kids.
Right.
Don't go there because then you're just going to cause confusion, havoc.
Just the best thing that I can tell you to do, that what I would do is just
sit tight and pray.
Sit tight and pray, and we pray that everything. Tony said, did emergency service alert go out?
Yeah, was that an emergency service text? Was that an Easter egg text?
No, that was
no. Okay.
No, the alert didn't go off for that. Now did it, Tony?
I don't have that propaganda app on my phone.
I don't have it on my phone either, but I'm sure we would have heard something
about an Easter egg hunt.
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that you used the emergency alert service for an Easter egg hunt.
I jumped into that. I do have a few more things to say about Liddell, though. So
okay, let's go back to
one lady said 810. She bets 810 is a bunch of Democrats. Or she said she'd bet the farm.
Lord, that's.
I asked her if she had the deed because I'm a registered Republican. Mm-hmm. I'm not a rhino. I am a Republican. And this other lady pops up and says, so you're a Democrat. I go, how dare you slander my name in satire. Liddell pops up, slander, he said slander, and posts the
Definition of
the
slander.
definition. Now, let me get something straight for Liddell. I'm not a college student. You didn't call me by the wrong fucking pronoun. Have a sense of humor. Okay.
No, it ain't no have a sense of humor. It's you are elected official. Don't get mad when somebody call your ass to the carpet because you was in Maryland and you didn't know what the hell was going on here. And you want to talk about slander, and she gonna ask me on social media, is God pleased with your drunkenness? Lady,
I've seen you drink once and it was on your birthday.
I wouldn't give a damn if you seen me drink 15 times a day. Is God pleased with my drunkenness? Only God can judge me. She should have remembered that as she was typing it. You not the judge of me.
Understood. But she's trying to put out there this image. She's trying to put out there this image that you are you're not to be trusted because supposedly you drink. So I'm giving personal testimony here. I've only seen you drink once, and that was on your birthday. I mean, I might have contributed a little bit to that problem.
You think?
Hey, I gave you some.
But I don't drink like that. But even if I did, it's not. She can't. You know what? Those people that shit done bought.
No,
I'm putting condos in their head.
I'm putting it back out there. That what Liddell said, your drunkenness, is factually incorrect.
That's slander.
That is.
That affected me.
Here is the biggest difference between Liddell and us. Granted, we are not making money right now. We are just talking to our friends here in Flint, however many, 17 currently on FaceSpace. How many we got on YouTube's? Altogether, we're at 22. So we're talking with 22 of our friends right now. It gets shared.
Tony, you said it. I didn't, baby. Okay.
It does get shared a bit. It goes out to 100 or so, upwards, sometimes to 1,000. That's cool. What we say does not affect her livelihood. She is a city council woman.
She rich. She said it ain't her fault. We can't afford to.
We are critiquing her political performance.
Right.
If honest and sincere political critiquing and criticism is slander, then Trump would be suing everyone. DeSantis be suing everyone. Shit, I know Biden would have my ass in a sling right now.
I mean, Trevor, not even on the national level. Then she want to talk about the fake pages and stuff, but when they was dragging my ass up and down Cloud Road, Saginaw Street, back down Pearson, and up Lippincott again, she on there, I got screenshots where she was liking and that part and 100 and facts, all of that. But it was okay when it wasn't her.
But when we are trying to build this company to where we can monetize, to where we can go nationwide, her bringing up factually incorrect things and spreading it about our names does hurt our business.
Now that's slander.
That is slander. That is defamation of character. And then she asked me if what I'm doing helps the community. Maybe I should stop ranting and start helping. Number one, bringing information and education to a community about our government workings is helping. Number two, if you want me to pick up a shovel, then I'm pretty sure you can go talk to the Army because I busted my back for your ass.
I know that's right, Trevor. I know that's right.
I am physically disabled. I got the paperwork if you want to see it.
Right.
So bite me.
Right. And she always talking about them cleanups and come clean up. No, hell, y'all got a blight department there. I'm not doing another cleanup for them to come clean it up, for them to dump some more shit.
You know, it'd be great because that blight department does nothing. How about I just schedule a pickup? I will throw the shit into the back of the fucking dump truck for you. I don't want to have to pay for that fucking dumpster, though. You know what? Let's make actual use of government dollars here in Flint instead of just letting it sit and rust.
Right.
Because that's all shit does up here in Michigan. It just rust. I still don't understand why we buy metal cars up here.
Tony says she joined the Super Friends. No, we ain't forgot about the Super Friends. Hell, them are the people with the fake pages. It's the Super Friends. But I'm not, listen. Oh. Like I told her, make me famous like y'all did Eric Mays. Keep talking about me.
I do have a dumb question, right? And this is a legal question.
Okay, let's hit it because I'm an attorney.
So with basements flooding with human sewage.
Yeah, I'm an attorney. I got a law degree.
Basements flooding with human sewage, human waste. Therein comes diseases such as E. coli, streptococcus, plague, bubonic, and
that man said this shit floating in my basement.
Exactly. Now, if the people were to evacuate their house until it could be cleaned up, does the city also reimburse them for their hotel fees or motel fees just so they can get their kids away from these horrible diseases?
They should.
But does the city?
She said she doesn't wear a dry back on her back. Who said that? Eva or Liddell?
I mean, you don't have to have that. Just have
you talking about the dry back? I thought I read that wrong. It was a humpback because Eva looked like she had a dry back on her.
But
okay,
you don't have to have a damn vacuum cleaner on your back as a city councilman. Just have a phone that's on.
Yeah.
Just return some calls.
That's it. You know, people just want to feel
even 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Just business hours.
Yeah.
Or put something out there. But now let's go into the next topic.
Oh, what's the next one, baby? I'm ready.
So while all this flooding was happening, there was no emergency alerts sent out. We didn't see anything on the face space about it. That pump station 5 was going down. You know, hey, you might want to check your basements if you live in the affected area.
Right.
None of that. We didn't get that emergency alert. Not at all. There was one about a snowstorm. And around the same time, there's a notification to go Easter egg hunting.
That made the news.
That made Daily Wire. That made Ben Shapiro's platform. Now, I'm not a big fan of the guy. I know hardly any of our viewers.
I know who Ben Shapiro is.
Like him.
Yeah.
I mean, the man does make some points, and when he makes some points, he makes them well. It's just his voice gets to me.
Oh, okay. Well,
and his delivery as well.
I mean, but you know, I like the little political shows. So
yeah, I mean, I listen to Crowder. Crowder's much more entertaining to me.
I haven't listened to Crowder.
Oh God.
Okay.
Crowder would probably upset some folks here. Yeah. Here's Kay. Had no idea pump 5 went out. My aunt's basement was flooded too.
Yeah, because I think Casey, that's my homie. I think she's seen it on my page. And you know what? Thank you, because when I'm telling you people getting involved, my homegirl, I'm not gonna give her real name. We're gonna go with KC. KC has been getting involved with politics too. You know, on my page, noticing the posts, commenting, and I'm loving that people are opening their eyes. Is Pump Station 5 fixed?
No, I don't know actually, but I do remember, and this was in the Daily Wire article. Years ago, there was warnings about the possibility of catastrophic failure in the event of flooding. Years ago. And I remember the night before the rains hit that I got a warning on my phone through the Weather Service app that we were expecting several of the rivers to overflow, go higher than they normally do. If you saw the Chevy Commons, that shit was about flush with the bridge that goes over top.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. I had to drive over to go pick up my crib midget from driver's ed, which, by the way, fuck the state and its driver's ed laws. And I was sitting there going, damn, if this gets any higher, it's taking my truck with it.
Wait a minute. They said nothing was wrong with Pump 5. But you see KC's comment above? She said her elderly aunt lives alone and had to go.
Well, I think I've got an explanation for that.
What?
They also said crime was down. Have you seen the crime tracker around here? But all right, so Daily Wire.
Gunshots. You do too. Hell, look where we at.
Shit. You know where I live.
They didn't report that shooting over there the other day.
You know where I live.
Yeah, you stay in the middle of. Yeah.
My neighbor was getting in a confrontation yesterday. First thing I did was got my dog inside because my dog was about to break down the door and go attack my neighbor's adversary. My dog likes my neighbor. She really does. So I got her inside, and then I made sure to get all my stuff on me, you know, my phone, my this, my that, the third. I went out there to see what's going on. The guy jumped in the car, drove off. I'm like, hey, what's going on, neighbor? Man, that guy's been beating my cousin. We're about to throw a fist. I'm like, holy shit, this could have just turned into a shooting right here.
Right.
And it wouldn't surprise me.
But crime is down.
Crime is down. Just like Pump Station 5, working perfectly. It didn't malfunction. There was no failure.
But they said Winona Street was affected, Keller Street, and what street does the council woman stay on?
Maryland Avenue? I don't know.
I thought it was over there in that area.
I don't know.
I know it's by Cyrus Park because that's the only damn thing she cleaned up.
I honestly give a care less what house they live, what their address is, as long as they represent their ward.
I don't post addresses and stuff.
No.
But hell, everybody know where I stay in. You know what, Kendrick? KC, yes, you have to advocate for your aunts. That's why I do what I do, baby, because we have to be an advocate for our people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got some good rants today. We may go just about 5 or 10 minutes over. What else we got? Because I got some more rants too. If you let me get some of my rants in.
At the end of the Daily Wire article, it mentions the Easter egg hunt, nothing about the floods. And then I have to give a shout out to Daily Wire. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Steven Shapiro, but in this one case, his author brings up, this is the same Michigan mayor who came under fire last election season, or Gretchen Whitmer-backed Michigan mayor who came under fire last election season for saying he had a bachelor's degree when he only has an associate's, blaming it on a staffer. I want to talk to them at some point. Daily Wire, if you ever hear this, you can get a hold of me through the face space, Trevor Berryhill. I'll tell you right now, city council don't have no staffers.
They ain't even got no staff.
They don't got nothing. They got themselves.
You know, did you see that? You know what? We're going to have
to
pop
in the
up
case
in
of some, they don't even have that. What?
We're going to have to pop up in one of those budget hearings. I'm pissed off about that. Only 3 council people came. I know Mays was out of town. It was Quincy, Judy, and Councilwoman Burns were the only 3 there. The other ones that's trying to move the city forward, they didn't show up.
Wait, I thought that it was their job to move money.
Yeah, but see, like I couldn't help.
I don't know. Maybe I should just stop ranting.
No, this is what we're here for. No, the people that's moving it forward. The rest of the 6 that number 3 was talking about, that they all together. They wasn't there, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because whatever, when y'all see number 9 show up,
you know there's a big vote.
Y'all see, right? You know it's a vote, and when you see the budget on the agenda. Join Flint Politics Reboot, because I posted agendas. She's going to show up, and whatever he sends up, that budget is going to pass. So they just having these budget meetings for show. You see them people coming up there, they giving them 30 minutes. That damn the interim ombudsman, all of that's just screwed up.
But at this point, it shouldn't even be interim anymore. How long have you been in that position?
That's what they were saying, but they still got the applications open for the job. They had 2 people. They like, well, how come you're not interviewing them?
Does this interim ombudsman have any experience? And I know that's a mean thing to ask. At the same time, I don't see any of our complaints, our valid complaints about the city, about the conduct of the city, about any of the God damn, I just confused the shit out of myself. Any of the missteps,
right?
Any of the missteps that the city continually does, I haven't seen any of those get pushed anywhere.
Where they gonna go?
I had to go to Brian Cherry, which, mind you, I'm not a big fan of his anymore, just to say, hey, dude, where can I go with these grievances? He says, talk to your ombudsman. Bro, I live in Flint.
Right.
We don't have one.
Right.
And he goes, I don't know.
They asked her, how did she get the job? She was just next in line.
He said, talk to your state rep. The problem is my state rep won't do anything either, because she's married to the mayor.
Yeah.
A lot of my grievances start and end in that mayor's office.
Yeah, all of them do, because if you're not going to get nothing done out of there.
No. So then we have no voice once again.
No, we got a voice.
810.
810 News Media Group.
But we have no voice in the government. And that's what I tried to convey last week, right? You don't get any representation in the media here if you have a grievance with your city government.
Oh, yep. Tony talking about the interim, and it's not, and she's not, we talking about the interim ombudsman. The CFO baby came from Michigan Works. She came from a temp agency. You didn't know that, Trevor? You didn't know that the CFO came from a temp agency? Oh shit! Here we go. It's about to pop off.
Mute my mic.
Pop the other.
Mute my mic.
Mute his mic. Hey, yeah. So let me do this. Why Trevor about to light a Marlboro and be on camera like Maze. He gonna. But they can still hear you. So yes, so the new CFO, she's sitting up there like she rough and tough and she cut off all the Quincy's, right? So she not gonna last too long. They might as well have Metcalf in the front row next Wednesday when Mays come back look at your chest pumping when Mays come back, because she's like, wait a minute, let me finish talking. But yes, they went and got a CFO from a temp agency. The city of Flint got a chief financial officer from a temp agency. The city of Flint got a chief financial officer from a temp agency. The city of Flint got a chief financial officer from a temp agency.
Look, hold up. City of Flint sitting there asking Mom, can we get a CFO? We have a CFO at home. CFO at home. Jesus Christ, we got discount bargain bin, goddamn finance directing bullshit.
Tony said they should have went to Insight and got one. Go ahead. What's the question, Mick?
Has she ever dealt with a municipal?
No.
Has she ever? How much money has she ever dealt with coming from Michigan Works? What is she CFO'd?
Wait a minute, baby. Michigan Works was just a joke. But she came from a temporary agency. I don't know the name of it.
You get where I'm coming from. What has she ever CFO'd?
Okay. I'm about to tell you because you're about to pop off. I see your veins.
I'm about to start slamming things and I don't want to.
She also stated that she has no municipality experience.
Okay. Does she have any large sums of money experience? Anything over 10 mil?
I think she managed I don't know.
Anything over 10 mil?
Well, she couldn't be that good. She had a temporary agency. They hello, can you go out to the city of Flint? They need you tomorrow. She got an assignment over the phone for this. I mean, this bad down there. I mean, they can say what we used to talk shit about Mary Weaver, but her whole damn team stuck together.
What?
The whole damn team. This man can't even. The roaches leaving City Hall.
As often as the city of Flint fucks me, As often as the city of Flint fucks me, I'm about to start charging them for services. All right. If they're going to whore me out, then they might as well whore me out. Yeah. I better get paid for it.
I'm just saying, they got your CFO. Tony said he hollering the tip workers always trying to get a check early. Yeah.
But this temp service, how much is the temp service getting? Because the CFO make good money. That's a hell of a.
I don't know how to tell. I mean, because
I want to see this pay breakdown.
I want to know where her last assignment was. Did you manage McDonald's? And then okay, now you got to go to Flint reporting next week. I just want to know her background.
Were you the CFO of a tattoo parlor? I mean, what's going on here?
She just came from a tip, but she cuts you off and she talks and this and she's loud and she's snappy and da 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 da.
So another clown in the circus.
Yeah, basically.
Got it. Oh, fuck me.
Yep. So that's what they doing, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't know
you are absolutely fucking right. There is no Vaseline, there is no lube. I'm pretty sure they're raw dogging me right now.
With metal spikes.
Oh yeah, no. This is a splintered piece of balsa wood.
It is budget season. They are introducing a budget, and the CFO comes from a temporary agency.
I mean, if she was
with no municipality experience. City of Flint. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
Are we looking at cutting anything in our budget, by the way? Because we're upside down again. We haven't increased revenue. They're just reaching into my fucking pocket.
It don't matter. They gonna pass it. It don't matter. That's why you had 3 people at the budget hearing.
You know what? It's fine. We'll have an emergency manager soon, and
y'all sure the fuck will.
And you know what?
Emergency managers from temporary agency.
Emergency managers aren't popular for damn good reason. However, when they stop a city from overspending itself, basically spending itself out of house and home, it might be fucking needed.
Did that heat just kick on? I know that heat ain't just kick on. But you know what? That is absolutely hilarious. They changed all of the meeting schedules.
To people who live outside of Flint, it is hilarious. To someone living in Flint, I'm fucking depressed.
Yeah.
Where's my Prozac? Mickey, best producer, give me some Prozac.
Listen,
give me some goddamn Zoloft.
That's what y'all gotta go see. That what it say? Some gal, what it say? Whatever. I don't want to say her name. Whoever this person is, I want to get it wrong.
I don't know. What's her name, guys? You guys, read the comments to us.
You gotta go to the earlier one when she said.
You gotta read. That's what you're here for, Mickey. You to read our comments for us. Does anybody know any of the ranters or the hall monitors that are watching? What's this new temp CFO name, and what temporary agency did she come from? It was one of those temporary agencies around here. But and then they'll probably say, it's Eric May's fault because nobody wants to come to the city.
It's so goddamn bad we can't even get community college graduates to take Flint CFO as their first job.
Shit, they should have gave it to RL. Hell, he there. At least he there every day. He know how to count money and he got, experience. I'm just saying.
Jane something. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing how Jane something conducts herself. Yeah, we're gonna see how well Bargain Bin does bargain bin shit.
Well, I'm glad I hit you with that one.
I'm not. I was blissfully ignorant. I was like, all right, we got someone temporary. Okay. Yeah. We got someone just stepping in until we get someone. Until Sheldon can finagle one of his friends in that position, shoehorn him in. We're still screwed either way, but at least we have someone with some experience. Oh, never mind.
So here's another part.
Look, for you that's like mom saying we're having pizza and then she opens the oven, right?
And it's Brussels sprouts.
No, and it's like bargain bin spinach pizza.
Gino, wait a minute. I'm just gonna keep
with spinach on there.
I'm gonna keep feeding him the shit that's gonna make him explode eventually. So let's go back to the budget hearings, which you obviously did not see with the temporary CFO that Flint has.
No, I was trying to get my blood pressure down.
So they have Mr. Harris there, and they have Mr. Joe King from the Ethics and Accountability Board sitting there with the interim ombudsman that's been there for Lord knows how long, and Jane from the temporary agency. And so they're asked, no, I gotta tell you this.
Just rename Flint to interim?
No,
because all we got is interim shit.
I gotta tell you this. So they asked the interim ombudsman, like, where'd you come from? She was like, well, I was just worked in the office, and they just moved me up when the ombudsman left, right? And so she really doesn't, so she's just doing it by herself.
Do you know the entirety of your job, young lady?
And so they asked her, like, who's helping you? And she's like, well, nobody, because I was the help. And so now, but she says, but we're going to post a position. They were like, well, how long has the position been vacant? And she was like, a year. And they were like, a year? So you've been no help? What you've been doing for a year? Tanya's asking all the right questions. And so, but here's the kicker. The ombudsman gets paid like 70-something thousand. This lady was getting paid like 30-something thousand. So they asked, like, so what are you gonna do when they hire the ombudsman? Do you go back to your 30-something thousand? That's a big jump.
Yeah.
And the city is just all opening itself to lawsuits. Like, she's been interim for a long time. Even
I really, Mickey, can we hire a lawyer? You know what? Let's see if we can hire.
No. Hey, you know what? $A10 News Media Group. Go to your Cash App if you like our content.
Oh yeah, Cash App founder was recently stabbed to death.
Oh yeah, I seen that. They killed the Cash App. We need a lawyer.
Look, guys, if you can help us, I want to hire Attorney Lee.
That seems to be working.
And I want to see if there's grounds for the people of Flint suing the city of Flint for not providing the services, i.e. the personnel and staff that a damn municipality is supposed to have. We don't have an ombudsman. We don't have a CFO. We don't have this. We don't have that.
You got an interim ombudsman. You got a temporary CFO. What more do you want? Clyde is the DPW director again. Clyde is... what else is vacant down there? Well, Suzanne is leaving, or I think she already left. So Clyde and Suzanne.
We have someone who doesn't know the job as our ombudsman. Someone who can't push things up, who doesn't have help because she was the help. That's like having a private do a staff sergeant job. It just doesn't fucking work without the training, right? Who the hell are you? Go away.
Jane Mager, Mager. That's her name. She brings over 30 years of experience in corporate and nonprofit financial stuff.
Look, we all know I have problems with nonprofits here in the city of Flint. There's only one that I actually like.
I couldn't wait to read that to you.
Oh God! So she's got 30 years of stealing money, corporate.
Allegedly.
Look, corporations only work for a profit. They give you the cheapest fucking product at the highest price that you're reasonably going to buy it.
She brings a wealth of experience. Mayor Sheldon Neely said, and that he's proud that we continue to attract seasoned professionals like Mager who come to the city of Flint with goal of giving back to the community. I'm thankful for her service to our great city. Most recently, she worked for 5 years as financial controller for a local trucking company in Flint Township.
Why am I going to trust this man when for
he's about to blow
damn near a fucking decade this man got an associate's degree confused with a bachelor's degree? What is a wealth of information to him?
Well, she
comes from a fucking trucker. Good God, give her a chaw.
Well, maybe she can help with the fleet bid. She comes from the trucking. You look like you are ready to throw some shit really bad. I'm so glad I could enhance your day with this news.
I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah.
Look, I'm about to.
Yep. This is on the city. You know what? I'm going to share this article.
I can't.
Because I don't want anyone
break anything in here. None of it's mine, and I'm too proud of this shit. They always want me
to make sure that I fact check my stuff.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and share this on the Flint Politics Reboot page. You guys can go in there and check it out. She brings a wealth of knowledge from the trucking agency out there in Flint Township.
Yep. Someone get this woman some fucking caffeine pills, a can of dip, and a CB, and we'll see.
Know what? That makes sense.
Like, we'll see if we can get Flint running like a trucking company.
She was acting like a trucker. She was up there, she was talking real truckerish, like 10-4 good buddy, and she was like real stern with them. That's why her and May's gonna get into it, because she kept cutting off Quincy, and Quincy was about to light into that ass.
Put that on Mays.
No, they can't put this one on Mays. They put this one up.
Quick. But you know what? Now that you do say that, she was sounding like a trucker.
She was. Yep. And I'm
like the people that run the. Oh my God. Flint is just going to fucking hell on a rocket ship. Well, listen. Let me be
10-4 rubber ducky. We got ourselves a convoy. What did we do to deserve this? Like. Lord, who art in heaven, why hast thou forsaken us?
So yeah, you guys go to Flint Politics Reboot. The caption is what? You seen it?
No, Tony.
The caption is, "Hey, 10-4 good buddies." So it's on there to tell you about her. So what?
Trevor knows what I'm talking about. She's a lot lizard.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me.
That's a meth
off the air. Okay.
Oh, I can't say meth addict whore.
No, allegedly.
That's what a lot lizard is.
Oh, that's what a lot lizard is.
Yeah, okay. They hang out in like the gas stations that truckers stop at overnight.
Oh,
and because
like
truckers,
that one city they talk about methanol.
Methamphetamine.
No, it's a city.
I know.
Okay,
but no. So where the truckers park overnight, and there is a large percentage of truckers. There's a large percentage of truckers who have to stay up all night to drive to make their quotas before they inserted, the GPS and shit. So they be smoking meth or popping speed pills. These ladies of the night would get addicted to that and start hooking it from truck cabin to truck cabin, getting either cash or amphetamines.
No, she probably was a dispatcher.
I mean, yes, that's more than likely it.
Like a dispatcher.
I mean, that's more than likely it. But when he says lot lizard, like, Tony, thank you, Tony. you brought my mood up so much.
It's like a who's now, man.
Well, I think Flint is moving forward. As they continue to move forward with the water. And because the mayor said we went from crisis to recovery, and so they continue to move forward with the water, crisis to recovery. You see, I keep repeating that. They went from crisis to recovery.
No, we're in relapse.
We're in relapse?
We're in relapse. We were recovering, and then Sheldon took over, and now we're back. We're back in critical condition.
Well, we gotta have all the pipes done by August, so you got a couple more months to go with that.
Didn't you and I were talking? I want to say August of last year, and I said they're not going to make that cutoff.
Well, the judge says they have to make it by August of this year.
The judge said they had to make it by this year or by last year. The judge said they had to make it by 2020. The judge said they had to make it by... It didn't fucking happen. The judge can say it has to be done. Guess what? If some tiny little golf caddy ain't going to fucking put the people to work, it ain't going to get done. And what's the judge going to do? Remove him from office? I'd love to see it. I would jump up. You guys know how uncoordinated I am on my feet. I would dance. I would jump up on camera and dance.
Well, I know how much you love to investigate, and I have a question that I wrote down especially for you today.
Oh, Jeebus.
Something for you to do. It's right here in my little notepad.
I'm going to need to see a pencil when you're done.
Okay. This is what I would like for the people of Flint to pay attention to. And also, what happened to our big cup of pens? Oh, there you go. Oh, yes. Okay, so I have a question about this ARPA committee that has been selected. What are they doing? What's the status? And I am challenging the finance director, Judy, the other council people,
CFO,
CFO, to bring an update to the finance meeting on Wednesday. We should be getting an update on this ARPA committee since it's a 6-month turnaround on this ARPA committee and they're getting paid. So are you just sitting there to get paid from what, political favors, or are you actually working? I don't understand.
I want to see where the funds
anyway,
go
because they have Ernst & Young. So what is the status? What's going on? We are heading into May, 2 years since we got our first ARPA payment. Your eye is jumping. And what's going on with the money? Somebody needs to tell us what's going on with the ARPA money.
So just because they said,
Kevin Tate,
just because they said that this committee is going to be giving out to nonprofits, how many nonprofits are you going to see just pop up overnight?
Oh, we've seen a bunch of them in January and February. Yeah.
And that thing that no, so that money's not going to go to no one here in Flint, or at least not to the actual people. You're going to see these startup 501c3 nonprofit what?
501c3 trappers.
We're going to see them pop up and abscond with the money. I love that word, abscond.
Abscond. I think most of it's going to go, as I've always said, to administration fees, and the people will actually see this much of, if they get this much, the people are going to see this much from that organization.
And you're more than likely going to see these larger nonprofits that have been sucking the city dry for years take off with a vast amount of that. A vast amount. So
I just want to know, like, they should have picked something by now, or someone. Let's get the process moving. Where are we at with that? That is a good question. And if you just want to see how's the construction coming along. When I was talking about the water, we went from crisis to recovery. I'm also amazed that the city of Flint think that the priorities of redoing the city council chambers is more important than finishing the service line replacement. Not saying that they don't think that, but you're showing me by fixing city council chambers where you have probably a maximum of 30 people there, and not fixing Welch Street, which you have a maximum of about 30,000 cars that go up and down that street every month. The priorities aren't just adding up to me.
I mean, how else are you going to feel important? You feel important when you're in a very important looking place.
Well, how can you sit there and look at your constituents or the members of that council audience and say, I'm here working for you, but I haven't received any ARPA money. You only gave me a $300 water credit.
ARPA funds were never meant to go directly to the people. All right, that is true. That is how Congress set it up. It was meant to keep the municipalities up and afloat, and then help make up lost revenue.
People in Saginaw were applying for furnaces and everything.
That's how Saginaw did it, but this is not how Congress intended it. It was never supposed to be direct payments. However, we are not seeing things that make up for a lack of economy for the lockdowns. We aren't seeing anything going towards small business loans or longevity. Mm-hmm. We are not seeing any of these buildings that have fallen into disrepair being either rebuilt using these ARPA funds or even just bringing in new businesses or businesses from abroad. And with all these ARPA funds that are supposed to be buoying up our local economy as we rebuild after all this shit, they're being thrown away. Mm-hmm. They've been thrown away at the most stupid shit. Yes, we had cops leave. And part of those ARPA funds were to be paid out to our cops as a retention bonus. Mm-hmm. Many of those haven't even seen their bonus. Mm. But mind you, these are the same type of cops that, back in January, were arresting a man on his porch. And there's nice footage of it. MLive has it. I think I also saw it on Reddit from 11 days ago. Man's handcuffed, and Flint City cop kicks him in the face and throws a couple blows at him. Give me a second, I'll show you the video.
That's total BS. And we get an emergency alert about an Easter egg hunt. I haven't seen that on the news. Probably won't see that. And speaking of this little news, they should just pull all the news stations together and call it Coco Melon.
Coco Melon.
Because they don't report on nothing. The people that actually try to come here and report on something, they get rid of them. They shut them down. They don't let them do anything. Look at all of the great investigative reporters we've lost. Bria Jones. Even what's the meteorologist? They turned him into a weatherman. Ron Lee. We had the Alexis Ware girl. Even that little Ann Pere or whatever. Everybody, every good person we get, they run them off. Now look at this. Look at this mess right here.
I'll post the link here in just a minute. Let's get Wyntis' reaction to this.
This man is on his porch. It's a porch.
It's on his porch.
Is this? You sure these Flint City cops?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know exactly where it's at. Now, the man doing the abuse there was found by the department to be in the wrong and has broken department code of conduct. He was suspended without pay during the investigation. And once the investigation was concluded, they found him in the wrong. They didn't fire him. They just reassigned him to a desk. Pending the now jury that he's being, I think, either City of Flint or he is being sued, as well as there's criminal charges now. So they're waiting to fire him until after the criminal charges.
Are you going to post that on your page?
I'm going to post that into this chat.
Oh my God. You guys need to go and watch what he's about to post. That's heart-wrenching. Like, I couldn't imagine that being my son, my brother, my husband, none of my friends. That was wrong as hell right there. El Presidente, what? Huh? Yeah, KC want to see it too. Everybody want to see that. Hey, Shardy, good afternoon.
1 second, folks. I'll even share the news article. I also just posted it onto.
While we talking about our pretend news media around Flint,
I like pretending.
It was a rash of shootings that they had a week ago. This past Saturday, they had 7 or 8 shootings inside of a building up on Welch somewhere or
last
Pasadena.
Week, I tried looking at the crime map on Flint City Police. It doesn't go back a year. It won't even go back to January 1st.
This is just last week where they had all of them shootings.
I know.
And it was on no TV station.
It was on no TV station. However, I think I saw 1 or 2 murders in the past week.
Okay. Was that on TV?
No. This is on their crime map.
Man, this is crazy. What is TV 12 and what is the news reporting?
Look, you already know. And I will say it. Look, Sheldon made friends in the industry, especially at the local level. They're not going to report anything that makes them look bad. Just like they wouldn't give Karen Weaver the same damn time.
Yep, for the election.
Just like anything that happens negatively here, they don't cover. Did they cover anything with the flooding? No. Did they cover the abuse of the emergency alert system? No. Did they cover the shootings? No. Did they cover the crime? No. What do we get? We get 810. And if it comes down to regular Joe Schmo like you and me to cover this, then there's a damn problem. However, I don't mind stepping up. Why? Because I'm serving my community.
Absolutely. And if this is what we do it for. Like shit, where Ronnie Doll at? Anybody seen her? She come and make friends with 810 News Media.
She gone. Hey, Mr. Clack. Speaking of a local hero, there's Mr. Clack in the chat. Everyone, please say hi and thank him for his hard work.
Trevor, love you, Mike Clack. What you did to Trevor over here? Y'all just got this bromance going. Let me stop before y'all be on.
Here's the deal, right?
Damn mean.
I spoke to him about my concerns. He goes, "Weird, dude. I was thinking the same shit." And then next thing you know, MSP is showing up and investigating 2 people who I happen to believe are crooked. That is a public official actually listened. Do you know how fucking rare that is here in Flint?
It's very rare. It's very damn rare because their main concern is just to make laws and move money. And let me tell you this, while I almost got my whole list out, and I appreciate you,
KC,
Trevor,
she's not gone.
For letting me did they get rid of Ronnie too? No, Ronnie's not here, but you just don't see her, do you? I mean, she's still here, but
she's
you
still
don't see
in
on
Flint.
the camera,
She's still doing investigative stuff, but she's in the background.
That's why people need to get involved with your community. This is what I'm saying. You got a petty ass person that's playing petty ass games. Speaking of pettiness, did you see my picture when they were talking about the renovations of the dome? Out of all the damn pictures they could have used, it's a picture of me sitting in the dome from 2020. I thought that was cute, though. It was one of my better pictures. But you know what I'm saying? And then I got one more little rant. And then I'm going to let you take off with the school. We're gonna end it out with the schools.
We already got our schools out of the way.
You already got it? Because I thought you was going back there.
No. We got our... All right, so let's hear your rant.
My last rant. Del Rico Lloyd, I'm on your ass.
Uh-oh.
I'm still upset about Mr. Cloyce Dickerson not getting reappointed to the Genesee County Commissioners. If you think I forgot, you're dead wrong. If you think it's going to get swept under the rug, you're dead wrong. Last week was just Passion Week, and I had to get revived with the spirit, but now I got a whole new spirit for y'all. I ain't done. That was wrong. This man then gave his whole life, and then y'all pushed him out the way for something new. And then gonna hit us with the, oh, we got 2 blacks and we've made history. But that's what we get.
Why does it have to be about making history? How about just making the community whole? How about doing right by the community? The community stood up there and said, I want this man. The community sat up there and said, reappoint him. And what happened? The community was fucking ignored. Again, just like when it came to our vote for our county commissioner. We didn't get a fucking say.
Nope.
Just like when we go to city council, we don't get listened to. It takes the meeting losing quorum, Mr. Arthur Woodson still keeping his damn live going, to hear a man talking about shit in his fucking basement. You don't hear about that on the news. You don't get any elected representatives listening to you. You don't get your news listening to you. That is why we're here. So you guys know you aren't fucking alone.
That's right.
That is our job now.
That's right.
And that's why it's such a big fucking deal to me that Mr. Clack actually listens to us. Because everyone fucking else, if you don't have a pocketbook with a check with their name on it, you aren't worth their goddamn time.
That's right.
And that's all I fucking see.
That's right. Say it, Trevor.
At the end of the day, it's about we the people.
That's
we the
right.
people who actually have to live here and
That's
suffer
right.
through this shit.
Preach.
We have people who live in better homes than the rest of us, live in better parts of town or better parts of the ward, who are dictating to us how it should be.
Amen.
Hey, how should it be? I don't know. I don't have the opportunity to get that kind of job. I don't get paid off the side like you do. Hell, I don't have a PhD, which if you can own 2 fucking homes in different states with a PhD and still live off of a minimum wage, part-time city council position, where did you come from? How did you get there? I'll tell you what, I sold my fucking body. I sold for...
You was a lot lizard?
No.
Well, you said you sold your body.
I'm disabled. For me to go to fucking college.
I'm sorry.
For me to go to fucking college.
Right.
I had to give up my right to say, I want to live. Because you know what? If something popped off and they said, hey, Berryhill, you have to go get fucking shot in the face, I had to go do that. On the off chance that I survived, I got free school. But this woman has the ability to live off of $20,000 a year. I don't care what her husband does. How many fucking households in the city of Flint can afford a single income?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's happy with, oh, this house is affordable if you make $55,000 a year. That's the upper 75th percentile. You must think we are so goddamn great here. Oh, you're doing wonderful. You only make $55,000. This is affordable housing. Bullshit.
Yep, and nobody speaks up for the residents.
Nobody. When was the last time we saw anyone go into those apartments over there? Eva Worthing with the police escort.
Right.
We don't see them coming down here and saying, hey guys, how can we unfuck this situation?
Right. Or we don't
how do we make you
along. We don't, but they can come. Look, I have invited Liddell on the show. She said, I'll never sit down with you. I lack the character and the morals.
I've invited her.
Cool. We can send you a link. We can you can call in. If we saying you telling us we lying on you, come tell the people the truth. We giving you your chance. Anybody that want to sit here with me and Trevor will give you the chance. And we won't dog you out.
Look, if you lied to me to my face, though, I'm going to slap you some facts.
With some facts, slap you with facts.
Look, I can forgive a man for punching me square in the jaw. I cannot forgive anyone for looking me dead in the eye and lying to me.
Me either. I may forgive you, but I'll never forget.
No, there is no forgiveness.
Sometimes it is forgiveness.
Not in my book.
Well,
you go to church.
Yes, I be going to church, try to get my life right.
Right, you go to church. However, I come from a very different background. My background is, if it's still capable of fighting, it isn't dead enough.
You see this from Miss Kathy King? She said this week, the 5700 block of Fleming Road, a woman was shot in the leg. Another one was shot on Clio and Pearson Road just last night.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I think it was 2 days ago. I was sitting on my front porch about 2:00, and I heard a string of gunshots.
And these are
and I didn't hear no cops.
Are they just not reported? Are the cops not showing up? How come we not getting nothing?
Tanya Burns told us about this. They changed the way that the city of Flint responds to calls. Many of these shootings and such, they don't have to respond to. It gets pushed out to the county or to Michigan State Police. Why? Because then the city of Flint numbers go down. And it looks like crime is down. No, reported crime on the city of Flint blotter is down because the city of Flint doesn't have to respond to them all.
That's crazy.
That's how they can get away with saying that, because the numbers correlate.
Oh, just like the ambulance service?
No, because those numbers never correlated. They never had an 80% sub 10-minute response rate. They never had a 90% critical response rate in under 8 minutes. Ever. If they had 2 calls, they wouldn't make 80%.
And they got the hell out of Dodge. They gone.
They didn't even cut the fucking paychecks before they left. They had people, they said, come in, turn in your uniforms, get your last paycheck. Only half of those events happened. Turn in your uniform. Where's the paycheck? I don't know. How am I going to go out and find a new job when I have to pay for babysitting, for childcare? Well, that's not our fucking problem. But hey, we've got a councilman who put his reputation out on the line, put his neck out on the line to sell this. We got a mayor who fucking said this was a great fucking idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're gone.
I just don't get it. And this is Flint.
You
know what? Tony called me a drunken heathen. That's slander.
Now look.
I got everything I wanted to say out today.
change does not just start at the polls, at the voting booth.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with our community and how we address it, how we start moving things.
Absolutely, Trevor. Absolutely.
When we find a community leader that's actually worth some while, and we get behind them, and we start not just encouraging them, because when you have a good community leader, they're always going to be nervous. Am I doing the right thing? They may believe they are morally, but they want to know it. They want to know.
A good community leader, and then
character assassination.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about this last time. They didn't even. Karen, we were too good for Flint. I wouldn't, and she's a good friend now. I wouldn't want her to run for nothing in this city again. Nothing.
I want her to.
Nothing. I
want a mayor worth her salt.
My friend back out.
I want a mayor worth the damn salary. How much does the mayor get paid here? Too goddamn much.
$127,000.
I want a mayor worth that.
She worth more than that. She's worth triple than that.
You know what? I'll take that bargain.
It's too much. It's too many headaches. I wouldn't want her to do none of that. None of that.
Flint she can do it. She's a strong and intelligent woman.
She's strong and she's intelligent, but that lady gets offers to fly all over the world, so many every week, and ain't nowhere in the world. I wouldn't want her to run for dog catcher here in Flint.
Shit. Do we even have a dog catcher here in Flint?
I don't know, but we're gonna need one because Liddell having the trails. They got park trails that you can walk in. And I asked a question. It wasn't slander. Did they ever catch them pit bulls that was on the loose? Because I can't take Louie and Polo with me on the Flint trails if they haven't caught them pit bulls.
Look, Louie and Polo. Yeah, Louie and Polo have to worry about raccoons.
The raccoons is bigger than Polo.
I'm not shitting you. I saw a raccoon carrying a dead cat yesterday in my neighborhood.
Somebody posted on Facebook, like I forgot who it was.
No wonder Doc Weaver.
It was a raccoon at their door. Like the raccoon, it was my cousin. And
the raccoon was holding him up for food, huh?
No, she opened her back door and the raccoon was like, "Let me in." I'm gonna share that post today.
No, I literally, I'm not kidding, no exaggeration. A full-grown raccoon carrying a dead full-grown cat yesterday.
In Flint?
In my neighborhood.
Damn. You sure it was a raccoon?
Yeah, ringtail and everything.
Damn.
Yeah, no wonder Doc Weaver saw one in her trash bin and ran. Yeah, these things are predatory here.
Yeah.
Your dogs are food to these things.
That's what Tony said. Ookie and Dookie wouldn't make it. That's what he called my babies, Ookie and Dookie. Well, I think I had a great time today.
So did I.
I got everything out that I wanted to say.
Let's get our disclaimer out once again. Number 1, 810 News Media is not responsible for the shit that comes out of my mouth. Number 2, views and opinions shared on Trevor's Rant are those of the host of Trevor's Rant. Number 3, not everything we say is 100% fact. I'm not saying we lie. I'm saying that we have to, at the end of the day, put some of our opinion in there to make ends meet because we only get so much of the data publicly. These are the 3 disclaimers that I have to say now because we've been threatened with lawsuits frivolously, but I'm getting tired of it. And you know what? You hit me with a frivolous lawsuit, I swear I'm coming back at you and suing you for the frivolous lawsuit, and then the court fees attached to both of them.
To the 810.
To the 810. Oh, wait. There we go. To the 810.
To the 810.
Mr. Mickey?
To the 810.
We're good.